Hello, friends. See, almost we have been dealing so many aspects of cash management. I hope you have understood what I've been saying in the previous sessions also. Then there I indicated some of the measures, how to rectify, how to protect the cash, and how to accelerate the cash inflow, etc. So now we are now coming to the back end of this, avoiding cash crunch. Very important because, as I told you, the business failed not because of profit but because of lack of cash. So you understand this, you understood this. So we have suggested some of the measures which are indicative. It is not a conclusive thing. You can add to anything to it also by your experience. And there are other cash models like Miller or model, etc., which I don't think it will be of any use to you. But if the students want that I should take class on this cash management models also, the two models are there, I will take. But this is the how far a business is going to be benefited by those models. I have my own doubts. But from examination point of view, students can study from the books. If they want that I should take up these two models for your class also, I will take no issues for that. But this is now we are going to deal on this avoiding cash crunch. So how we can avoid the cash shortages, cash crisis, and we will run the business very smoothly. Some of the things I've listed out, and these are the things we have seen, and we have collected some from books also, and from experience also. So you try to watch carefully and get benefited. Okay, let us start the session now. Now avoiding cash gain. So this is first measures techniques to avoid the cash crisis, actually cash shortages. Your first is barter system. Barter means exchanging goods for goods. So in this case, supposing you are employed some service sector, some computer wala, you are just for to repair all your what you call service, all your the computers and some malfunctioning of the systems, software, etc. So they have rendered their service to you because they have cleaned up the system, they have rectified the wires, etc., and set the computer system in order so that you can start working on this, etc. But in such a case where you are producing some food articles or you are producing some fashion dresses, etc., then you can ask them if they want some our goods. So they will render the service to you. You can, for the value for the bill, you can pay. If they want your goods, you can supply. So this is the exchange of goods and goods, exchange of goods and services, so that there's no cash involved. So as far as possible, if they need if they need your products, suppose let us say you are dealing in a retail showroom, then they have done the job there, and they you can ask him, sir, we are giving some shirts to you. If you want, you can take. So you can adjust the bill. So we can take without cash will not be involved in this. Only you can, to some extent, you can reduce your cash crisis, cash shortages. Okay, this is one way. And the second is trim overhead expenses. So overhead expenses you have to trim more expenses. You have to carefully wherever it is possible. Try to ask for discounts and freebies. Utilize the chances. But you have to, as I told you, pros and cons you have to see. So if they are giving the discount and the freebies, you utilize them. Try to so that your cash outflow will be reduced. Cash outflow will be reduced, and you can still manage to some extent. So it's all put together. It's not one thing they measure. It is all put together. It will like to one, two, three techniques will have together like that. So you can utilize it and you can encash it. So periodically evaluate expenses. Expenses you try to every once in month or once in 10 days or once in 3 months, as the case may be, and then compare it with the previous quarters or previous week or previous month, and why it is expenditure in this case more on this particular head, why expenditure is more, why, what is the reason. You have to evaluate, try to curtail, streamline the system so that expenses are not going out of your control. Okay, this is very important. Then again, third thing is, instead of buying the huge equipments, now lots of leasing companies are there where they lease out the the equipments. For example, we have advanced loans to our farmers. Some of the farmers, they can't afford to buy huge tractor, so they'll get the lease on lease from the tractor from the neighbor rich farmers, because if we have to buy a new tractor, they have to avail a loan again. You see, agriculture is not a very profitable operation. So, farmers are really struggling. So in this case, the example I'm telling you, so that the farmers, they take the tractor from the rich farmers on lease basis. They pay the lease rentals, higher charges, and then they manage it and they plow the field, they cultivate the land, and they get the income, and the huge outflow, your cash outflow will not be there, and unnecessarily paying EMI with interest, etc. is an additional burden for small farmers. They can't do it. For example, I'm telling you. So if you're running a factory, supposing you say you want to buy a machine, instead of buying a huge amount on this, buying a machinery, which will cost you very heavily in terms of interest and cash outflow, then you can go in for lease and it will lessen your cash burden. I hope you got the point. And then again, avoid non-essential outlay. Non-essential means don't immediately going for the all the first class travel, very costly car, very what do you call extravaganza in arranging the parties, etc. Try to reduce it only as per which is essential only you do it. You see, don't time will come, you'll business will grow. That time you can buy those things. You don't immediately start buying in terms of a big car or big bungalow and etc. All will cost you heavily and you will end up in failures also. So avoid initially non-essential outlay, which is not essential. You can go by say AC. You need not go to first class. You can buy a moderate car instead of buying a costly car. Okay, so no, these are the small things. So you can avoid those things. So it will avoid cash. And then negotiate EMI. Suppose your monthly payment bank is fixed. Suppose they say aligning with the cash flow. You will be submitting cash flow statement to the bank. Cash flow statement will be submitted to the bank. So supposing because of there is small lull in the business or dull in the business and cash flow has been reduced. Your cash flow from the business is reduced. Instead of previously you used to produce 10,000 units, now you are going to produce only 5,000 units because demand has come down. You have reduced the scale of operations, and then cash flow has come down. Then immediately go to the bank, try to rebase your EMI, and the bank will help. Bank will have revised EMI. They'll fix it up. Revised payment. They'll fix it up so that your EMI aligning with your cash flow, so that so smoothly you can pay. At the same time, you will also have a cash on hand to run the business. All the money you can't go to the bank and pay EMI. Okay, understood this? Okay. Then again, as far as possible, used equipments you can buy. There are second-hand equipments. Bank also financing second-hand vehicles, second-hand equipments, provided it is not more than 3 years old. Each bank has its own norms. So supposing it is more than 3 years, 3 years means the mechanical engineer has to certify this machine is capable of producing this much. Then you can buy it. No harm. Why should I go in for the new machinery, spending a lot of money on this? If the same thing is being achieved by a second-hand equipment which has been working for at least 2 years, 3 years, some of the people they discard some machinery because they are switching out. Let us say your neighbor is switching out to some other business and he wants to discard the machinery. You can buy it. What is there? If you are going to run the same business, you can buy it from there. Then it is as good as the new equipment. You can save your cash. Provided it runs smoothly, quality is not compromised, etc. Okay. So bank is also financing second-hand equipments, vehicles, etc. Provided it is certified by a mechanical engineer and it is in a workable condition, it can produce this much expected products and expected the miles, etc. Then you can go it for it. So buy used equipments as much as possible. Then hire part-time freelance specialists wherever possible. Wherever possible, try to hire part-time employees and freelance. There are many freelance specialists are there who can come voluntarily and they do service point of view. They do the service. Utilize them so that cash burden will be reduced as far as possible. Part-time, if you have 10 workers dedicated out there with very core operations, you take only 3 and only 3 recruit only 3 full-time employees. All the 7 you can do part-time employees if they can do it. Okay. Then again outsource. Outsource means supposing you can some job which can be handed out to somebody outside who can do better than your own employees. So you can give it to them. So you have the time to focus on your main activity. Okay, you can focus on your main activity instead of wasting your workers on the works which can be delegated, which can be outsourced. Then these workers can be utilized for the core activity, core production activities, so that your business will improve. So try to outsource from that angle. Actually, try to outsource from that point of view, so that you can save your money also, you can save your expenditure, you can save cash also. So try to do it. So outsource. So it will be, if it's outsourcing is cheaper than you are doing the job, then you do it. Instead of producing by you, so supposing you are giving to somebody who can produce the spare parts and give it to you, you do it because it is cheaper, then you can do it. Got the point? So this is the thing. Then again, control employee advances and loans. Try to have some control on employee staff advances, loans, so that money is conserved. Money is conserved and kept back. And where is genuinely needed, you give to them. Now we are not saying we are not against employees, but have a control over this and try to streamline the employee advances also. Then again, establish internal security and control system, because why it is there? Because by initiating a good system, you can avoid fraud. You can avoid misappropriation of your funds. You can avoid theft, etc. For example, if you have the system of daily giving the list of outstanding debtors, outstanding due from customers, you can follow why this man is outstanding is not produced. The person who goes and collects the money, they may not be depositing in the bank, in your company. It may be used by them for their own purposes, in which case you will be suffering. So try to establish internal control so that theft, fraud, misappropriation is avoided. Then change your shipping terms from FOB buyer to FOB seller. FOB buyer means the buyer has to bear till it reaches the godown. They will only keep it at the port, at the destination. All the expenses will be borne by the buyer. Instead of it, negotiate with him, put it to FOB seller, so that till it reaches, it is responsibility expenses of the sellers to be borne by them, and you will be relieved of your cash problem. Because FOB buyer means you will keep in a certain destination. Buyer has to go and pick it up, spend money, and take it back the goods. If you change to FOB seller, you will see that till it reaches your godown, it is a duty of seller to spend money and see that the goods are reaching. Try to do it also. Then again, switch to zero based budgets. Means don't have the past. Zero budget means it is not having a correlation with the previous budgets, previous performance. Start with zero. Start with zero in the sense, start afresh, as if you are going to start a fresh business. Start with zero, so that at least you will review it periodically, because things are changing. Business cannot be all the time compared, because yesterday business is not there today. Today you have a new business, so you can be comparing the past thing. So keep start with zero and review all the expenses which whether it is under everyone is essential. Try to see whether these are essential, and then start afresh. Don't always start from the previous background. Try to start afresh, because of change the environment, change policies, change situation, change competitions, etc. Okay, competitors are changing. Competitors are coming up every day. So you can't be sticking out of old the past figures. Then today, what is essential? This expenditure essential or not? Just do it. Then again, keep your business plan current. Revise all that. Don't revise all the plans every year, so that the entrepreneur have a look and initiate different measures to run the business and avoid the obstacles. So keep the business plan current. Current means try to revise it. You must have estimated in the beginning 6 months back. Now things have changed. Now you have to revise your business plan, so that you are in the market. So you are in the market. So try to do it. So then invest surplus cash in some securities, in some bank. But your aim is not to get money or interest. The two things are very essential. By investing surplus cash in money market securities or the bank, where you feel you are safe, the safety and liquidity is very important, rather than the profit. You should be safe, and when you want it, you should be able to get it. You can't afford to lock the money because they're paying it is more interest. Your aim is not to earn interest on this. Your main motive is to keep it safe, keep it liquid. When you want it, it should be utilized. Okay. I hope I listed out some of the things, and I hope you understood what I've been saying to you. So I'll continue. I'll be talking on other aspects, other subjects also in the coming sessions, videos. Try to watch with me carefully and subscribe to my channel and recommend to your friends also. I hope I'll be of great help to you in improving your business. Till such time, till I meet you the next time, till such time, all the best. Thank you.